Madam is back, but can she beat her case? What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queen's Men video. And we are back from our season 4 hiatus with episode 9. So this will be the breakdown. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my All the Queen's Men content and conversations. And y'all, we're getting 2 episodes a week. I cannot remember if that's what we were getting before, but we will be out of this season before you know it, with 2 brand new episodes dropping every Thursday on BET Plus. In this episode, we get to see the progression of Madam moving towards her trial. The biggest inconsistency that came up for me, y'all, is looking at how they handle Trouble. When we last saw Trouble, she got snatched up after Madam suspended her. She claimed to need money, so she went outside the club to sell drugs. She tried to sell drugs to an undercover cop and then was snatched up. And in this episode, we get to see Detective Davis making a deal with her, saying that she needs to testify against Madam in the trial, and if she testifies against Madam, then she'll give her probation and make her little third strike go away, basically, and or at least lessen the penalty for it. But the inconsistency coming, y'all, because they let Trouble walk away. She gets to leave in this episode, leave the precinct. She's no longer in police custody and go on to do a threesome in a stupid bet in said threesome with Midnight. And I'm just like, how does that work? How do you take someone who you claim is going to be a pivotal witness, who you need within your case? You're trying to make a deal. You already snatched her up for actually committing the crime, so you're able to detain her lawfully, and you just let her walk out to go do whatever, as if she's not a flight risk, as if she can't just disappear. And then you want to, she asked for 24 hours to think about it. The trial actually starts in the next 24 hours, and you claim that you want her to be a witness, but you're just going to release her into the wild. No ankle monitor, no nothing. I was just watching it and I'm just like, this doesn't make sense at all. And I guess, they need Trouble out so that she can do what she's going to do in the coming episodes. If you missed it, I did do a few synopsis breakdowns giving y'all predictions, in addition to my 35 new characters that I talked about last year that was coming to this season. She's going to have, some very interesting plot points in the coming episodes. But just letting her walk out of the precinct just to do so, to create trouble later on, is just, I don't know, it's kind of annoying. And again, it's an inconsistency with the story, and it really kind of takes you out. Like, my biggest critique for All the Queen's Men is that I think that Eva Marcille is a brilliant Madam, and she is, surrounded by brilliant actors. And if they would just dial in the story, if Tyler could really dive in a little bit more, do a little bit more research, and have things be a little bit more grounded in reality, I think that the show could truly be a stellar show. Right now, it's really enjoyable, and I think that that's mostly for me due to the performances. Like, I will support Eva down, and I love the overall concept. When I think about the trajectory of this show, I think season 1 probably was the best one, and that was the one that was more closely based on the book that it was built on. Christian did some of the writing, and again, it was more grounded in craft. But once Tyler was able to completely take over, and now this is basically his brainchild and what he wants to do with the characters, now we kind of have this, and it just, again, it's so much inconsistencies. I'll go back to even like last season when Big D broke Trouble and Champ out of the basement of the Black Rock Boys, and it was just like a whole bunch of random stuff, and it just really don't make no sense when all it has to do is like have specific elements that would make it make sense. It's like almost choosing to not make sense on purpose, which is invalidating the show to some regard. But anyway, I'm gonna move on. In this episode, we also get the quote unquote charity event from Miss Tandy, and she's having a bachelor auction, which is ultimately just a more button up version of her orgies that she be wanting to have. They go ahead and auction off all the men, and this is another thing. I guess I do have a bunch of criticism for the show. I'm not even gonna hold you. Even villains, right? For me, with story, even villains have something about them usually, or at least to me, the best villains have something redeemable about them, have something human about them, have something that's not diabolical. Even if they are 95% diabolical, there's this 5% of something that makes them relatable, that makes them understandable, that makes them human. And that to me allows for their character to be a little bit more dynamic. When I look at Babyface, and specifically when I think about my disdain for Babyface, I don't ever really get any reprieve for hating this man. With every new episode, there is more reason to hate him. And I'm like, when are y'all going to introduce at least something redeemable? When are y'all going to at least try to make me sympathize versus looking at him as the diabolical demon that his ass is? Watching him get bid on and the highest bidder be a woman, a doppelganger damn near for Miss Patty, and y'all don't lean in with the story for like, oh, maybe he's not attracted to her, or maybe he's put off because he killed Miss Patty, and then that create some psychological moment for him. But no, y'all don't do that. Y'all just take it to the surface level of like, he just is disgusted by how this lady looks. So then now we got to watch him not necessarily directly, but you know what he putting down and how he's engaging with this woman and how she basically pissing him off and how he's just so disappointed because this is who decided to pay multiples, dozens of tens of thousands of dollars for him. And it's just like, sir, you are raggedy with bad knees any damn way. So you're not even worth what she paid for, but you have the nerve to be turning up your goddamn nose at this beautiful, full figure, dark skinned black woman. You need your ass whooped. That's what needs to happen. But alas. And then we can't even just be mad at him about that, because then he has the nerve to have an attitude that that his son pulls Miss Tandy. But Miss Tandy is a hoe. So you getting bent out of shape behind this geriatric ass hoe, and Miss Tandy is all on you. You a dummy for doing it. She picked you for the reasons that she picked you. She sodomized Ray Sean the way that she did. Like, Babyface, please go take a nap or something, because you just consistently piss me off, and I don't actually want to be pissed off constantly. Now, talking about all of the auctions, I think that Doc probably gets the most normal presenting person. And Midnight winds up getting an even more geriatric woman who takes out her teeth to go to work on him in the middle of child. It's just Tyler. Between this and Beauty and the Black, I'm just like, all of this sex. But, you know, Madam leads a strip club with a prostitute on the side in the criminal business. So it's like, Erica, what do you expect to see? But I think I've reached my quota on all of the scandalous, sexy things that I could see. I don't actually need to see this anymore. Y'all can go ahead and start implying it, and I get what y'all mean. I promise you. Who we don't get to see, like, we don't get to see El Fuego, who picks him. When I think about it, and all we got from El Fuego in this episode is like him and Amp early on in the episode at the gym, and he's, you know, hitting the boxing bag or the weight, I don't know what it's called, the weight bag, very aggressively, and not necessarily telling Amp what's going on, but you can clearly see something's going on. And the rest of his arc throughout the rest of the season is really going to be tied to him not being able to walk away from the Sandra thing, regardless of turning over the information that Madam provided. What else happened in this episode? Oh, Big D confronts Dom and says that he can't believe that she's back with Amp and he don't treat her right. He ain't told no lies, and Dom, you a dummy. And if y'all want to explore Dom's trajectory and what I'm predicting for her future, because Miss Girl is pregnant, the way that she couldn't eat them damn chicken tacos talking about something they taste like metal, man, you're pregnant. You can get into these videos that I have on screen for you right now, and I will link them in the description box down below. Honestly, this wasn't a really strong mid-season hiatus return, but we're here and we love Madam Down. Oh, and Lola in this episode, Lola sprays the basement because she pops up claiming to want to help Madam, and Blue is too busy trying to get new security systems reinstalled and everything to actually watch this girl leave and pay attention to her. So she's left to just roam around the damn club, and then she stumbles into the basement where they actually held her, decides to get her CSI on, and sees all the blood splashes on the wall. Madam comes in, talks to Blue, and then they realize what was going down. So this is not going to end well for Lola. Lola, you should have retired, baby. You made it out of there with your life. If you watch this woman put your husband in acid and you still coming for more, whatever happens at this point, I fear you might have brought this on yourself. And I think that's it. Aside Amp's mama and Jean talking to Maddie B's, he's ready to come for Madam before before the trial is even over, because she's going to jail. They have a little bit of a back and forth, but it's nothing too much to reveal. I guess it's a third thing. Even with that conversation, Am's mama talking about what's the plan? Y'all have met up how many times? You keep feeding his big ass, and now you still asking what's the plan? You should know the plan by now. What connected y'all? Like, it's like almost they're giving them dialogue, and they're saying things, but they ain't saying a damn thing, and the story stifles because of it, and that part is kind of annoying. But we're back. If you enjoyed the episode, or if you didn't enjoy the episode, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. It's your good sis, you love to talk TV with, and I'll see you in the next one.